PodFix.
Hello and welcome to issue number 143 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines, create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
Well, before we get going, I'm going to request any updates on the Twitter account retrieval initiative.
I'm beginning to worry that by the time we get this bad boy unlocked, our account is going to be 4 years old.
It could be. Yeah, we don't know when it's coming back, but right now it's probably the earliest it will come back is when we actually turn 13.
And this is the worst thing to happen in the past month, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
We ran some polls and
what's really adding to it is the fact that they're so understaffed right now that they're so backed up they can't get to us. So that's a real travesty.
I mean, we should be the priority, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Let's see. I remember we did a poll a week ago. Do you remember? I want to see if the results are there.
I knew the results were headline or heroes.
Yeah.
What's the result? I haven't.
So
I wanted
there
it to be a
ended up being
surprise.
6 votes. So because we had talked about how when you made the poll, it was like it was only 24 hours and like we were recording days before the episode was even going to go out. But we did get 6 votes. Headline did win 67% to 33%.
That's the upset of the year right there.
Wow.
Yeah. Most people probably thought heroes. I have no way of seeing who voted. I don't know if when you create the poll, if you can see. I can't see it. Just
you
6
can
votes.
see it because that would just be kind of abuse of power of like, oh, you voted for this? Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have access to the account? I think only Nate has access to the account.
I think it's only
right?
Nate's little
Yeah, I'm
cackle
high
fest
on
over
power, so good luck trying to get it from me. This is all I have. You don't understand. This is all I have in quarantine is this one Headline Heroes account.
I would like to highlight like one of my favorite tweets of the last week, if that's like something we can do.
Sure.
It's the one that says, "Yeah, I like drugs" in all caps, and then it says drugs down. Is that horizontally, vertically?
Vertically.
So it's a clever play off the using drugs as an acronym thing.
But yet there's no acronym.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. There was something in my sock, so I had to take my sock off.
That's okay. We're all a little distracted. My neighbors are starting to grill right now, so I kind of got an eye on them as well.
Speaking of grill,
Let's explore the sock. No, let's go back to your sock, Drew. Who cares about grilling? What was in your sock?
I don't know.
Yeah, what was in there?
I pulled out the sock and like reached in and pulled it inside out, and then I put it back on. I didn't see anything, so I put it back on. The problem's solved. Nothing's in there now. I don't know.
Unsolved mysteries.
Yeah. Episode of the X-Files. The truth is out there.
About your sock. Hey, you ever wonder when you put socks in the dryer and then you go and then the socks aren't there? And like you only got one sock. What happened to the other one? Is that anything? You remember?
I'm constantly losing socks, and it's almost upsetting to me. I have like a pile in my closet of unmatched socks, and some of them are like good ones. Don't know where they went.
I'm sorry. I meant it as a goof, and I feel like I touched a nerve. I'm sorry, Drew.
Well, you guys don't come across this problem that often. I don't know.
Did you? I do. I have like probably 6 socks sitting in my laundry basket that aren't matched.
It's like what happens?
Sure.
I don't get it. Do you?
Where do these bad boys go?
The like grip thing around like the front of the dryer, like socks can actually get sucked up into that. And like if you took your dryer apart, you probably would find some socks.
I've got like 3 dryers that I have socks in. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm certain because you're moving every other week because you're a con artist who's always on the run.
Yeah, my latest grift, I was run out of town. Had to move one town over, which is it's not that far. I'm still in the cities. Yeah, and do either of you guys can you physically can you sleep with socks on? This is something I've been
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Get
Oh my
behind
God,
me,
no.
Satan.
I cannot do it. And oh boy, she might hate this, but Lexi sleeps with socks on. She has to.
She has to.
Yeah,
even.
She has
She
to.
just
Wow.
needs it. I don't
Listen,
know.
because I do want you guys to eventually get married.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna put her on blast in the chat saying that you told us this, but like,
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I can't believe there's still time to get out.
I know.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just something that's always in the back of my mind. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm trying to think if there's some weird thing that I do that I absolutely need.
To sleep or just in general?
In general, I was thinking of sleep.
I mean, I can think of one thing you do that when you sleep.
I don't do that much anymore.
Well, now which thing are you talking
the
about?
pillow
Yeah,
between.
I'm curious.
Oh wait, the pillow over the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't really do that anymore, for sure.
Wow.
It was an actual suffocation risk. But no, I don't really do it because I think sleeping with someone else in where I don't have my own realm, my own domain where I can just do what I want, I think that's really limiting me, and it's fine. I've gotten used to it. I don't sleep. I used to sleep with a pillow between my legs, and I don't really do that anymore. Well,
now for-
I
put
would
your
not give
back
that
I
up.
do that.
Sorry, I still do that. You kidding me?
I do it sometimes if the pillow is easily there, but if it's not, then I'm like,
Oh my God, how do you go back and forth? That's almost crazier than at least Lexi's is consistent.
At least I don't know. It's gotten buck wild in my sleeping world. I think what ends up happening at night is I stuff a bit of the comforter like it's over me, and I stuff it kind of like wedge it between my legs, so it's kind of a way to do it.
Okay. So
I don't know
you kind of have something there.
something.
Yeah. Kelsey will sleep either with her socks on or off. She doesn't care, which is kind of crazy to me. And she will always take them off in her sleep though, so I will find socks at the bottom of the bed when I wash the sheets.
That's horrifying, honestly.
Yeah, it's really frustrating to the point where I will take her socks off her feet if she's fallen asleep before I've come to bed.
And that it gives you permission to draw on her face, of course.
But yes, naturally. We all know the rules.
Yeah. I don't know. Sleeping. Who needs it? I had to move down to the couch last night.
Because you were snoring too loud?
Because you said a bad thing and then you.
Oh, right. So it's like a
Yeah.
sitcom.
I had to go down there. No, it was I think between a combination of I ate hot wings for dinner and then also drank 3 beers, which is like it's a little more than what I normally do in one night. I woke up and just had some heartburn, so I took some stuff and went down on the couch because I knew I'd be a little restless.
I know what's a weird thing I do. I sleep with a cough drop in.
What?
Every night.
Yeah, every night.
What?
I always have a cough drop in. And if I wake up in the middle of the night and it's gone, I'll put another one in.
Tanner, this is a goof, surely.
No, I can go take a picture of my nightstand. There's 2 bags of cough drops
Does it
right there.
no? I'm genuinely curious about this now. Does your why? Do you think does your throat hurt all the time, or why are you doing
I started doing it probably a year ago. When I did have a bad sore throat, I was like, oh, screw it, it's so bad. I'm gonna just put a cough drop in the tuck it between my teeth and my cheeks.
Been
so I
there,
don't
yeah,
choke on
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta.
And then it's just become a habit of it. Also, I guess some medicine I take, a side effect is my throat is a little drier all the time now. So it's maybe a mental thing, maybe not. I don't know, but I can't sleep without a cough drop in now.
Oh, it's a mental thing. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's probably not the safest thing to do, but I've been doing it for a year. So
Do you ever wake up and there's just this melted cough drop on your pillow?
No, it doesn't come out my mouth.
That honestly shocks me. I'm learning so much. I think we're all learning so much about each other.
And I'm having a great time doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good. We went from not having an intro to kind of having an intro.
Yeah, we just kind of just said whatever happens, happens.
We were going to talk about how Tanner made some smoked chicken wings, but I don't.
But who
fuck
cares
that
about
bullshit?
that?
I don't.
They were good.
Hey,
Tanner, what do we? No one cares.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, they did look delicious.
Yeah, they looked phenomenal. I don't have a smoker. I don't have a grill yet. I had to put that on hiatus with everything going on, but
Oh, that's a real tragedy.
I know, right? Yeah, Twitter and the grill that I can't get, and nothing else in the world.
I made some sourdough bread today, but no one cares about that either. That's fine.
Did you have some? Did you have it yet?
I did, yeah. This is probably boring to everyone but me, but I'll tell you anyway. Like, I don't think that the starter that I am currently using like was active enough. There's a whole, so I don't think it rose quite as much as it could have or expanded. So the loaf was a little tiny, but like it had like actual like air pockets inside, which is what you want to see. So like, and it tasted sour, like in a pleasant way. So overall, I'd say a success. But the recipe I was using took fucking forever. It like was like make this what's called a sponge, which is just a little bit of the starter and some flour and water, and then you let that sit for like a day, and then you make the dough, and then you let that sit for another day. And I'm just like, can we do a recipe that isn't 2 days of work? So,
all right, wow. And I'm back. So I'm sure what you said was super interesting.
Yeah. You cut all that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have 2 things during quarantine. I have the Headline Heroes Lover Twitter account and sourdough bread making, and that's about it.
I had just a horrifying thought. Like, this is a loaf of bread, right? Like typical, like
it's a round. It's a round of.
Oh, it's
like,
a round.
So yeah.
No, I guess it could work for a round, but also a loaf. But do you ever think about like just cutting the loaf in half and then making a sandwich out of just 2 halves of a loaf? Just put all the stuff in there.
That's the dream. You know. Do I dare? I don't know. But
report back in.
Have
next
I thought about it? Yes, of course.
Yeah,
obviously, of course.
Does the Pope shit in the woods? Of course.
Where else? They're not allowed to go anywhere else. I think by law.
You got a genuine snort out of me.
We should move on out of this stupid bullshit.
Is this not what we do here? I thought this was a combination of sleep habit, cooking, and baking chat, and then what's in Drew's socks.
Yeah, which we still don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of like in The Hobbit. That's how Bilbo tricks Gollum. What do I have in my socks? And Gollum's just like.
Honestly, we talk about this so much. I'm surprised we don't have a theme song for it yet, like a little segment stinger.
What Drew's socks?
For Drew socks.
Oh, the what's in Drew socks?
Like every other music. Day here.
Oh, we do. Oh, Nate, we do. And here it is.
Boo! You stink!
Carl's going to be either delighted or so angry.
Well, that was fun. Thank you, Carl, for making that. We should move on though. Nate, can you tell Tanner and me what we do here?
I sure can. Every week, Drew, what you and I do here, you and I, just us. Tanner is also here, but he's more an observer.
I'm just like here.
This is just like 2 days ago when you were like, "Hey Nate, specifically, do you want to play Mass Effect 3 with me?"
In a group message, like you wanted to make sure I knew I was being excluded.
In my mind, I thought you were at the mechanic for your car, but that made no sense with the current climate, of course. But yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna start that whole thing over. So Drew, every week what we do here is we get together, we take a list of Strange Bizarre headlines that have been sent in to us. We pick one at random and we use that as an origin story for a superhero or a supervillain. Tanner, it's almost been, I think, exactly a week since we last recorded, and I plumb forgot what we did. Could you remind me what we did last week and tell us what we're making this week?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Last week we did a villain. And I was never certain on the pronunciation, but Raj Alpis.
Raj was how they said it in the movie, and Raish is apparently how it's supposed to be. I don't know. It's really confusing.
Okay, well, whichever you prefer.
Both are acceptable.
Alpis is who it is. God, I can barely remember. What were they doing? They wanted to make a piss cloud. I remember that.
Yeah, they were like stung by a jellyfish went into their brain, and they got jelly powers out of their
they could
nostril.
Use their snot. Their mucus is like Spider-Man type powers.
Yeah.
Obviously, of course.
Clearly by the name, you should be able to tell that. So that means we're going to do a hero this week, obviously. And I picked a headline already. It's number 18 for you guys. And the headline is, Astronomers found a brutal hell planet where it rains liquid iron.
Wow.
Oh, this is kind of, this is a little out of the ordinary for us. I mean, not that anything we ever have is ordinary, but it's not often we get something that's explicitly about another planet.
Yeah.
This one, of course, comes to us from Curtis Clutch Erickson. Thank you, Curtis. Okay. So we could do kind of an alien came from that planet.
Yeah, that's like kind of the obvious first spot to go to. What kind of being comes from a planet where it rains liquid iron?
One that is immune to heat, maybe just covered in liquid iron.
Yeah, I was wondering, is it that, or is that too simple?
We could do that, and maybe when they first crash, they're like, it's maybe a misunderstood monster where people are attacking it, but it's actually trying to do good, or misunderstood,
Yeah, I mean they are. Let's see. Yeah, it is a hero for sure. That was this week.
Or what if this planet explodes and some of it rains down on Earth and affects one person? That could be another thing.
That is an option.
What if it's the planet? The planet is a hero.
That's pretty out there.
Mm-hmm.
Very big hero or very small planet?
It's whatever one.
Whatever.
It could. I mean, we could also say that this planet is an actual hell, and there's like some demon on it. I don't know, but it's a good demon.
Well, I mean, so like Ghost Rider's technically a hero, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't he work for the devil?
He's got the spirit of vengeance in him, and I think he talks to the devil too. Like he has his penance stare or whatever.
Yeah,
where he like punished sinners.
Well, and so Ghost Rider is your favorite movie of all time, right? So I figure you would know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one?
The one where he pees fire.
That's the second one.
Oh.
And I don't even.
That's the best one.
Is that actually in the second one or just in the trailer?
God, I don't know. We started watching it that one time, and then it stopped playing, and we assumed that was the message.
Yeah, we nearly finished it. Honestly, we were also getting pissed drunk at the same time.
I don't remember it that way. Probably not.
I don't know. Alien, Earth person, planet, and that's it. Or demon, and that's it. What do we want to do? It's gotta involve liquid iron somehow. That's the thing.
That's the key.
Oh, I already got this thing's name. It's got to be Iron Man, right? That one's not taken.
Maybe we do call it Iron Man. It's just like literally a liquid iron person.
Okay, so yeah, my thought kind of is like the second option where like something debris from this planet like exploding hits someone on Earth. Mm-hmm. And then they have the ability to turn into like those silver things that people used to turn into in the Capri Sun commercials.
Okay, like that, or like the Terminator model in T2.
Yeah, there was some Nickelodeon show where like someone can melt into a puddle or something.
Alex Mack.
What was it?
I think Alex Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Did that show last?
Probably 2 seasons.
I like barely remember. I just remember like them melting under a puddle to go under a door once.
Oh, the Secret World of Alex Mack. Yeah. Alex Mack was 4 seasons. Whoa. So I mean, it did all right.
I wonder what happened to that. Who played Alex Mack?
It was Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh wow!
I don't know. I made that up.
Probably crossed over.
No, what Tanner?
Also, was Alex Mack a woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Larissa Oleynik. I don't know.
It replaced Clarissa Explains It All in the SNCC lineup. My goodness!
Wow.
I just want to know more about how did it end?
I am kind of curious. What was the plot even? Were they like an alien?
No, there was some chemical accident, I think. She's nearly hit by a truck from a chemical plant, and during that incident, she's accidentally drenched with top secret chemical called GC-161. She has strange powers such as telekinesis, shooting electricity from her fingers, and the ability to dissolve into a mobile puddle of water. Except it was silver, so...
Yeah. Jeez, that's like a variety of powers that aren't really like related to each other.
Not really, no. Yeah. But yeah, kind of like that. Have we done that? I don't think we've done that.
I don't know. I feel like the closest we done was we had a guy who could flatten himself.
And we
now, what was that?
That was, of course, Flat Stew. And
I don't know if you're being serious.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What's happening?
I'm pretty certain we had somebody who could like flatten themselves or something.
Whatever. We let's focus on this new one. So someone gets hit with it's like a meteor of molten liquid iron, and it hits them, and they get this power because there's also maybe some radiation from the explosion of the planet or something. Some mumbo jumbo,
some
like
cosmic
that.
bullshit.
Yeah. And then they did what's the extent of their power? Is it like they can only, is their mass limited by how much they weigh or how much they are, or can they expand?
Oh, good question. I was picturing just like they were the same amount of mass, like they couldn't create more themselves or anything, but I mean, I'm open to.
But maybe they could absorb more? Maybe more metal into themselves? I'm still in my mind imagining this person like initially losing control of it and like the military wanting to fight it and it getting out of control, but then they realize it's actually a good person.
So what's that look like? They walk by like a construction site where it's still just like all the steel beams, like no building yet, and they touch it and it all melts into him.
He's like running around trying to get help, and he like runs up to a I don't know, like a police officer, and like melts their gun on accident when they draw it, and like it's immediately taken as a threat.
Wait, so the first thing the cop does is draw their gun right away?
It's a horrible climate we live in.
It's just someone comes up to him for help and he just pulls out his gun.
Get on the ground. Or they melt like their badge, or electrical wiring in their walkie-talkie, or their belt buckle. I don't know. All the metal on them just like disappears and gets absorbed into them. And maybe he's like slowly, like kind of melting and freaking people out, and then eventually it gets so big, like taking in cars.
It's kind of like that game on PlayStation, Katamari Damacy.
Yeah.
That.
So if that happens, what's it take to bring him down or make him realize that it's a good guy, good person? There's a cat in a tree.
He loves cats.
Yeah. He reaches over and gets that cat and puts it down. Everyone's like, oh my God, because it just, in their view, it looks like he just absorbs that cat. But then like places it down, and then the liquid comes up and the cat's right there.
They realize he's just sort of misunderstood. But unlike sort of like Frankenstein, where like he's misunderstood and then people just continue to attack him and kill him or try and kill him, maybe this time it's people actually understand that he's misunderstood.
Yeah, so they choose not to fight him, and then he's just like, oh, cool. And they realize he's not trying to fight them at all. And maybe like there's this fun little scene at the end where he's like, there's a line of people in front of him, and they're all like, hey, you absorbed my car. Could I get that back? And he's able to like pull it out of him again, like form the car again and give it back.
Oh, so you can replace everything that like he did absorb?
Yeah.
And then it gets back down to normal size, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just like slowly learning to control their power.
Yeah. And then there's like one, like he sneezes and like all the bullets that were sprayed into him just shoot out, and everyone's laughing.
Oh, they're saying everyone's
He kills
dead.
like 15 people. Everyone's like,
Dead.
It's like they do the laughing at the end of a 1980s cartoon, and it like freeze frames.
There's like a guy holding his stomach in the background. Okay, so that's something. Do we want to talk about like what all this person can do now that they have these weird powers?
Yeah, do they like constantly just like look like liquid iron, or can they look like a human and like revert back from melting?
or are they kind of like a Colossus vibe where
Yeah.
they kind of have like the shape of a human, but are like very obviously made of metal?
I'm down for that. I like the idea that this person is permanently metal.
But they can't control, they're still learning their powers. So like sometimes his foot is like 6 times too big. He's like, I'm getting it. It's
always when
tough.
he sneezes. Hand goes huge.
It's either a foot that's 6 times too big or my face sort of just looks like a vortex. So I picked the face.
And if my hair gets wet, I just can't do anything with it.
Do you know how long it takes me to comb this in the morning?
It's like a
Special metal combs.
Steel, yeah. Except sometimes he absorbs the comb.
I mean, would he actually need a comb? I mean, this is getting down in the nitty gritty, but would he actually need a comb to do his hair, or could he just shape it how he wants
There's
it?
use a blowtorch to do it.
That's cute. That's awesome in the morning. Like instead of a blow dryer.
That's fun.
I like that. Maybe not complete control over like the nitty gritty stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so then that fun stuff. Does this person then have the ability? Obviously, they can maybe like melt down and become a puddle like Alex Mack. Do they have like the ability to like always have a knife within themselves that they could just pull out? Or I guess they could just form it. They sacrifice a couple fingers on their left hand and make a knife in their right.
Yeah, I think that's probably like eventually they're able to do that. They're not like that controlled right away. Yeah. But then also could just like keep shit in them. Like, oh, because the metal comb, like, oh, what if he always needs that comb? Oh, you could just have it in him. Just gains the little pounds around the old gut, you know? Yeah, there's car keys. Never lose those again.
Oh boy, that's the dream. Just absorb the car keys into yourself.
That's every man's dream.
Oh, what?
That's every man's dream.
Yeah. Well, or just absorb the car into themselves, never lose it.
Yeah, save a lot on like parking meter fees.
Except it is in fact only the metal. So like the leather interior.
Oh yeah, and the tires.
Yeah. But everything else. So like when people are coming up to him, it's just like over there's like this framed outline of all the like plastic, leather, and all rubber parts that are still left of a car after he took all the metal. It's just like, hey, that used to be a Volkswagen. Could you give that back to me, please?
What if the people lie about what vehicle they had?
The person's a real car head, so he's like looks at the steering wheel. It's just like, oh, that's not this steering wheel.
Okay, so he was a mechanic before he got hit.
Yeah. See, we're lore building.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
What else? Is there anything else they can do with their powers?
Shape and body, hold stuff inside of them.
They can change their shape and be a liquid puddle, but then they could also like change their shape and be a solid thing, couldn't they?
Like a frying pan.
Like sort of.
Yeah. Big frying pan.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty big. Or if they're hiding, like they're running from someone, they could like make themselves a flat circle and look like a manhole cover.
Oh, quick! He went in this manhole. What the hell? There's nothing under here.
That'd be pretty good.
What kind of city is this? And then the criminals that are chasing him are like, my taxes pay for this. Just manholes without holes under them.
And then it gets like real political for the rest of the issue.
The mayor is corrupt.
It just follows the villain then the rest of the time, like running for office.
He loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't even close.
No.
I think that's pretty good. God, I feel like there was one other. Oh, I was thinking he kind of looks like Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer doesn't like melt down or do anything. He's just silver.
Yeah, he just is silver.
And he surfs.
What?
Nate said Andy surfs.
Oh, and he surfs, yeah.
Yeah, don't take that away from him.
But this guy couldn't form a surfboard unless he already had enough metal in him.
Right.
The way you first started the sentence, I thought you were going to say, like, this dude couldn't form a surfboard if it would save his life or something like that. Like, talking shit about him weirdly for some reason.
I just hate this guy already.
Fuck this dude.
All right. Do we want to have this Iron Lad man fight anything in particular? What are they going up against? The corrupt mayor?
Yeah, I was just say, like, misuse of tax funds.
Yeah. And maybe the mayor is like hoarding for himself, except he invests heavily in like silver ingots.
Yeah, and Bitcoin.
And big. Oh, no. But then he lost the laptop. Oh.
But yeah, Silver. And what does he do? He just like melts all the mayor's shit and then kills them.
Whoa. Wait. Whoa. Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, he like puts all of his metal. He like puts all the liquid. It goes inside the mayor as a liquid puddle, and then like explodes outward. I don't know. I'm just
He
spitballing.
just says, "Ice to meet you."
Goes up the mayor's butt and then just expands.
Missed opportunity.
Iron
Greatest
bubble.
plot detail never used. So.
Are you quoting Paul Rudd when asked about that question?
Yeah, of course I am.
In Hot Wings or whatever?
Yeah, hot ones.
Hot Ones, yeah. All right. Do we want to move on to costume?
Yes.
We could,
It's just like Silver,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, this person just, it kind of looks like Colossus, except not the same size as Colossus. This is an average dude. But do they have like what does Colossus wear? Like this red thing really shows off his arms.
I honestly, I cannot tell you for the life of me what he wears.
I kind of can picture it in my head. He wears pants and a tank top, basically, except it's like X-Men uniform. Oh, I was going to tell you guys, I started watching the X-Men 90s cartoon. No, before then, way earlier. Was it 90s?
Those 90s.
The
Yeah, that and the
was it
Spider-Man,
90s?
like we're at the same time.
Yeah, it's rough.
Is it?
It's fun.
See, I'm worried about going back and watching it after
It's fun.
my memories of it.
I never had seen the pilot. It's a 2-part like episode. And they have a character named Morph in it, and Morph makes no sense as to why he's an X-Men. Like they send him on missions where they're like getting gunfire, and Morph's only ability is to mimic people. And he sounds like a fucking goblin when he talks. Like he cackles in high pitch. But then I was like, oh boy, if they're going to keep Morph around, I'm less interested in this show. But they quickly write him out at the end of the second episode.
It's probably good. It's still got a
Yeah.
dope theme song though.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, but so what's this guy wear?
Leotard.
I was gonna say he's just still wearing his mechanic's uniform.
Oh yeah, you could
Oh,
wear
like
a
a
mechanic
jumpsuit?
jumpsuit. Except he rips the sleeves off. He's got to show off those guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, he's got a lot of the jumpsuits because he almost every single time he goes out ends up absorbing some metal and just ripping through that thing.
It's hard to be a mechanic. He constantly is absorbing the wrench.
Or just the car.
Yeah, there's that too.
Whoops.
Sorry, we had another accident. Your car is well, this is embarrassing.
It's gonna
inside of me.
take it's gonna take about 2 days to pass through, so he'll get it back to you. But sorry about that. Okay, yeah, I like the mechanic onesie, and then some sick shades.
Yeah.
I guess something on the face. He's kind of a very public figure at this point, so he doesn't really have to hide his identity.
No, I would agree.
All right, comic book cover. Is it maybe when they're all they think that he's a bad person, so
They're chasing him with pitchforks and torches,
yeah.
and he's like running up to a modern day windmill.
Yeah. Get the beast.
Yeah, it'd be a fun cover, just paying homage to Frankenstein.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Or it could be him
and then-
ripping through the skin of the mayor.
Yeah, the give away the ending.
Do the
But what an
quarantine
ending.
thing.
Yeah. All right, then name.
Iron Man done.
Okay.
Oh no, we probably can't do that. Metal man.
Metal human.
Something a play on mechanic.
Mechanic man.
What's it called when you work with metal?
Like a welder?
Yeah, or like is metallurgy a thing?
I think so.
Yeah. Welder.
So he absorbs metal and then transforms. Then what about the alchemechanic, like the alchemy,
Oh.
but then also mechanic. Because I mean, he doesn't turn one. He turns one type of metal into another shape of that metal, but like it's kind of like alchemy.
I like that. What if this person is very like large and maybe full, so we can call him the Full Metal Alchemist?
No, I think that's taken.
Okay.
Not 100% sure.
All right. Well, never mind my dumb, stupid idea. No, I actually really like.
This is the last straw. Cutting you. I'm gonna put you on blast on the Twitter.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Would never.
Oh, you can. I don't care.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You would though.
Drew.
Well, hold up. Speaking of putting Drew on blast, you eat pizza with a spoon.
Oh God. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here's what happened. So we make frozen pizza a lot in this household. We're a frozen pizza heavy. Oh, what do you know?
What's up?
Just got a tweet. Let me just read
Oh
it.
no, what happened?
It's from the HHDF, the Headline Heroes Defense Force. It says, "Yo, fuck Drew D. Mick, though."
Oh no! Oh, it slipped. I wasn't gonna send it. I was gonna send that just to myself, and I accidentally tweeted it.
Oh, that's too bad. No, I gotta defend myself. No, so I eat pizza with a fork, at least to start off with. If it gets too close to the crust, then I'll pick it up and do it. Because I got this big old beard, and if it gets messy, so I eliminate the mess there. And also, like, the frozen pizza, we never let it cool off. We just, like, cut it immediately, and there we go. So it's kind of
which is, I think, your first mistake.
Yeah.
But proceed.
No. Shut up. No.
I know. I get the exact same pizza you get, and you should let it cool. But okay.
Gotta let the cheese congeal.
No. So yeah.
No, hold on. Now I'm still not done with this. Is this like a desperation to eat the pizza kind of thing, or do you genuinely think it's better that way?
I'm just hungry.
Okay.
Okay. So given if I had two pizzas, one which was slightly cooled,
I'm just hungry,
one which wasn't, you would take the slightly cooled one. You just in this case don't have that option, so you just rip on in,
and then But I think maybe we don't know. Sometimes we let it cool down, but I just like eating with a fork now. And then like, so I use a fork, but then like we have like 4 forks in this household, which we've realized, and more forks are on their way. So
that's far too few.
I don't know what happened. I think I lost mine in the move, and like somehow she lost half of hers. Lexi did. I don't know.
Did you check the dryer?
Oh God, take it apart. There's all the forks in there. But no, and then so like there was 2 forks left, and I was like, well, I'm making something for dinner that needs forks. Oh, excuse me. So I'm making something for dinner later that needs forks. So I'm just gonna leave those 2 there. I'm gonna grab a spoon because we have like 18 spoons. So I used the spoon. All I need is a piece of silverware that can like dig into this pizza and get the pizza into a bite-sized piece and get it up into my mouth. That's all I need. Spoon works. It's fine. It's fine. It happened once, and Lexi put me on blast and told everyone. So this is where we are.
Yeah, I still think it's weird.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not good.
Well, I also think it's weird to eat a frozen pizza with a fork and knife in the first place. So the spoon alone wasn't the only thing.
If it was delivery, that would be fine.
Like deep dish pizza, I would eat with like a fork because that's
absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like a cake of pizza basically.
Deep dish, weirdly the only one I eat without a fork. No, that's not true. Deep dish is
pretty cool.
I just shove my face in there.
Deep dish is
real
basically
alpha move.
lasagna. Like what? Who are we kidding? Yep. So everyone hate me, but everyone hated Benjamin Franklin when he invented electricity.
They did say that, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like him. So yeah.
They also hated Benjamin Franklin when he ate frozen pizza with a spoon.
Yeah,
that's true.
But those things, it's like you look at, or it's Ben Franklin or Thomas Edison, where he had just a ridiculous schedule where he only slept like 4 hours a day, and he had like a scheduled day like written down. There was always that hour in the afternoon where he ate frozen pizza with a fork and spoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then slept for 2 hours, and then woke up by 3 a.m. and was just like, time to invent.
It's inventing time.
Where are we? What do we need to do now?
The alchemechanic, is that what we decided?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
The alchemechanic.
Oh,
Tanner, you sleep with cough drops. So I eat pizza with silverware. That's fine.
I feel like we don't have enough to roast Nate on right now.
He keeps his little things close to heart. I mean, we've roasted Nate before. The Diet Coke that one time.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll continue to do that till the day I die.
It's just like, why though? Anyway, we should like wrap this up. Just get going.
No, let's keep roasting each other. That sounds more fun.
You know what I fucking hate about you, Nate?
Let's hear it. Here we go again.
The way you drive. Too cautious.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Right in my heart.
Yeah. And Tanner, just Nebraska. Just like it's fine.
Yeah. That's how I would describe it too. It's fine. There's worse places to live. Probably better places too.
Yeah. All right. Alka mechanic.
Yep.
So that's good. Tanner, then can you play us out here, please?
Yeah, I'll get us out of here. So this is going to conclude issue number 143 of Headline Heroes. This week we created the hero, the Alka Mechanic, the man essentially made of iron. At this time, as always, we'd like to thank Brett Jacobson for creating the art for our show. Fun fact about Brett is if he would have heard you talk that crap about Nebraska, he probably would have stabbed you.
He's already on his way. I see him outside.
Yeah, you're probably already dead.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, R.I.P. Drew Mick.
Yeah.
You will be missed. We also want to thank Carl Sorensen. Carl did all the music for our podcast and helped with all the post-production of the audio. If you're interested in working with Carl on any sort of musical project, you can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com. We also, of course, as always, want to remind you that we are on the PodFix Network, a collection of a wonderful podcast that you should definitely check out. If you want to learn more about them, you can go to podfixnetwork.com, where they have links to their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts, as well as links to all the various podcasts on the network.
If you come across any articles think are fun, wacky, send them our way. We'd love to have them. Add them to the pile. You can email us, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. Our Twitter, whenever it gets going, whenever it gets back, hopefully not in 10 years, used to be at @headline_heroes. But you can also reach out to us at our new initiative, the Headline Heroes Defense Force. Oh boy. At HDLNE_ HEROS_LVR.
Yep.
I think
That's the one.
that's it. Which it's our new initiative. Give us a follow. We're trying to get our Twitter back by using another Twitter account. Hey, do you think I should put the birthday of that one?
Put it at 4, though.
It's like
no, well, hold
2
on.
weeks ago.
Put it at 1 week.
Yeah. 1 week. So you can reach us there. We also have a Facebook group, probably the best way to get in touch with us now, and also a subreddit r-headline heroes. Whatever you listen to us on, whatever podcast app, Google Play or Apple Podcasts. Jesus, I can't. Whatever you're listening to us on, if you could leave us a rating, a review, we'd really appreciate it. Tell us what you think. Hit subscribe, tell a friend about us, and finally, thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.